welcome. So, I'm turn off the background music. Making me sleepy. Very sleepy. Um, Let me go ahead and flip this camera around. One second. There we go. Make sure you guys can see the project really well. So I'm going to be heat pressing um, some orders today. So that looks a little blurry too. Let me turn the camera around over here. Hi, welcome. I am heat pressing some orders today. I gotta flip my camera. There we go. So you can get a pretty good angle of everything right there. Bring this one down. All right. Why does that look so blurry? I don't like that. I might have to switch cameras. All right. So today we are going to be heat pressing these orders. I have to do some keychains and finish up some business cards. And then I'm going to be making some wallets, um, which is very cool. All of my packages and stuff just came in today. If you guys want to know where I got this stuff, it's very simple. I got it from Amazon. If you create a business account on there, you can get wholesale prices and you can use your current Prime membership. So you don't have to wait forever and all of that stuff. But yeah, these are the wallets. I am a little disappointed with this one because it's supposed to be double-sided, but these are single-sided. That's okay. We'll go with that today because I'm just making those as gifts. The business cards, I already have some that I started on right here, so I can show you. They're metal, but they do feel like plastic because they're very thin metal, but they're very nice quality. I really like those. I think I have 36 of them here. All right, so I'm gonna get started on the keychains first. My heat press decided to go off. So I know there was like a lot of reviews on YouTube, on Amazon about these. Sorry, I'm thinking about YouTube because I'm streaming on YouTube too. But I haven't had any trouble with them. So I got a bulk order of 200. Lord, they really wrap them for sure though. I got a bulk order of 200 of these. The order only calls for 40 today though. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So they said 200 pieces. They literally meant 200 pieces. They counted everything, the keychains and the little holder pieces. So really, there's 100 of these keychains. 3, 5, 10, 9, 10. Sorry. 10. All right, so I counted out the 40 that I need. So on every single one of these, there are plastic things that you have to take off, which is a little bit of a pain, but it does protect the keychains. So I use the Cricut tools. I have the bootleg Cricut tools, so I wasn't paying that much. But you literally just have to grip the very tip to make sure you don't scratch the design, and then they normally pull right off. So this is the boring part. You can print each side individually, but you cannot do that like unless you take off both sides of the plastic. All right. I feel like while I'm doing this, I should go ahead and put on some business cards to just be a little more efficient. So all of these have the backs on them. I'll go ahead and do the fronts of these. In between taking these off. Get my tape. These are also pretty simple. I just line them up. I eyeball it because I take the measurements of the blank and I add 0.2 all around it. So it's a very tight fit, and it gives me the most even results. Also, if you guys are interested in ordering, my link tree is Linktree Crafts and Cosmetics. I do wholesale and I do retail as well. Where did my video go? Oh, there we go. Okay. So just to give you guys a rundown of everything that I'm using for this project, I have sublimation paper. I have just random off-brand, the brown heat tape from Amazon. I have the bulk 400 pack. Let me do 45 seconds. That's already set up. I have the Cricut weeding tool that looks like this. And I have the blanks. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and I also have the ET 2800 that I changed into a sublimation printer, and that I'm using the Cricut Auto Press today. As you can see, it's set at 400 degrees for 45 seconds. These cards don't melt, but which one did I take off already? They are metal, even though they feel like plastic. And they are waterproof too, which is awesome. Right. That taken off. If you guys want to know about pricing and all of that stuff, I have been through it. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, like I was not pricing enough at all when I first started out. And a lot of that had to do with like undervaluing my work and my time and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I feel like now I'm finally in a good place with that. So if you want to hear about that, then just ask. All right, with these, they're kind of heavy, so I do tape them down like really good. There we go. Keep the camera over there. All right, those have had time to cool off. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how they turned out. Come on. I really do wish they would stop putting this plastic on here. Okay, so I just literally take it right here, pull it down, and peel the rest off. And And working at a call center, I always hated the metrics. I really did. But now I give myself my own metrics. So I do give myself about 5 minutes per keychain to peel it and press it. And I do bill for my time. So that's just, a little hint. Because at first I was really like just taking my time and all that stuff. But if you want to produce more, you have two options: work harder and faster or hire employees, which cost. And you want them to be efficient as well. So I think that time is generous when I'm just working. It is a redundant task, so it can feel like it takes forever, but that's like less than 30 seconds. And it's down on the paper. So I think 5 minutes is extremely generous. And I did need it when I first started. All right, so this paper is dirty, believe it or not. So because these are black, I can get away with reusing it a lot of times. But on white items, you cannot. So that's why I buy the parchment paper in bulk. And I do recommend recycling because businesses do create a lot of mess. But yeah, this is how they came out. Very shiny, consistent. It has a little sparkle on it. So just very pretty. Get that over there. All right. And you guys follow as well. I'm always crafting something and I try to keep it interesting. The next thing that I'm going to be crafting on here are glow in the dark Libby cups and mugs. I cannot wait. All right, fast little quality check there. These are complete, so they need to go over here actually. I have these little boxes that the distributor sent me with the orders, so I will pass that on to the customer. How I keep track of how many I've done is through the paper. So I'm not constantly counting the actual objects themselves because that can become a pain. So I just keep track of the paper that I'm using for that particular order. And that's how I know how many I've done. All right. We're going to go ahead and put the next one on for this. Move that out of the way for a second. This one is done. These were the ones I was doing when I was practicing. I always do like one before I go full blown because I don't want to waste a lot of merch. Oh, and to answer the question, can you save your sublimation prints? Because I hear that a lot. So mind you, I started this order because they ordered in advance, so it's not due for like another week. And so I started doing it the day of just to prep everything. And I printed all of these the day of the order. And I'm using them today. They're printing just like they did on the first day. So if you don't want to invest in a sublimation printer right now, you can order sublimation prints. I don't sell them at the moment, but a lot of people do, especially like on Etsy. DTF prints too, if you're going to be using it on black. All right. And of course, these are handmade. They're not going to be perfectly even. Like if you whip out a measuring tape, they're going to be like 1 millimeter off or something like that, probably. But you cannot tell. There we go. And I will show you with this one. I just did like face on. It looks really good. And that's just eyeballing it. So, because with this type of thing, if I were to sit here and measure each and every single one of them or use one of those tools, which kind of take your power away to move it around and stuff, it comes out really awful and takes a lot of time. So you do have to get like proficient in eyeballing things, I guess. It's really funny because I sit around now and guess to me like how long a box is and all of that stuff, and I'm pretty close, which is cool. That's like my secret talent. All right. Welcome everybody that's joining. I will say, like, this type of business, unless you're expanding to have, like automated machines to do all the printing and stuff like that, it's not for the weak because, at your 9 to 5 and stuff like that, it's like stress free. You don't have to worry about how the company's doing and all of that stuff. You don't have to advertise and all this, everything. But with your own business, you definitely do. And then you also have to do the manual labor. And so I really, really enjoy doing this, which is why I am doing it. But if I did not enjoy doing it, I think it would be really bad. All right. You stay on. While that is pressing, move back to this. I have 100 business cards to do and 40 of the keychains. Come on, little paper. Oh, there we go. Apparently talking to it helps. The good thing is the next go round for like the backside, there's no peeling of any paper or plastic. There we go. So in a second, I'll show you guys the sheet that I use for quotes and billing and stuff like that to do. I do let those cool down before I add them to the stack because they bleed sometimes, like when they're hot. Look how pretty and shiny that is. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has sparkle on it. It's very sparkly, and I don't think you can see it on there. Very pretty. It looks good on light colors and dark colors. I actually ordered these for a customer's order, and I ended up switching to these for my business cards because I was so in love with them. Okay. The other day, I ran out of paper, so I used the 8x11 sheets for the fronts. Amazon took forever to deliver my paper, but normally I use the 8x14s. So I did just get these cards in today from a new supplier. So I'm eager to test these out. So let's see how these cards work compared to the other ones I got. They look exactly the same. So we will see. They feel, no. Sometimes I end up pressing 2 at a time, and it still works, just in case you're wondering. But they feel like, let me see. They feel thicker than the ones I'm currently using, so I guess that's a good thing. They have silver edges. I don't think you'll be able to see that. All right. Scam likely. I am not with that. They call me 100 times a day. All right. I'm hoping these come out really good. Lord have mercy. Welcome, everyone. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat box. Welcome. Right. We are done with that one. Grab 2 pieces of parchment paper. These are a game changer. So I got these from Amazon for like $20 for 400 sheets. They're like 5 cents a piece. No cutting and all of that stuff, or using 4 sheets. 45 seconds. Back to this in the meantime. I probably need to go get my glasses today. Here we go. That thin piece of film, it's literally so thin. But this picks it up really well. And it's super cheap to get these with the big handle. The metal ones with the tiny handle are like authorized in the making. There you go. All right, so I'm eager to see how these turned out. So I am just gonna cut it. So I can press it and be done with it. So hot. I'm gonna go ahead and reuse this sheet. Have a tiny sheet here. And these, I think I need to do for 60, if I remember correctly last time, to get the best results. All right, let's see how these business cards came out. These are metal, so make sure you just let them cool down really. They came out gorgeous. They did. I'm really happy with it. Wow. I need to compare it to this one. Wow. I honestly cannot tell the difference. Okay, that is smoking. You know, these are wood. But yeah, this one is the one that I already had, and these are the new on top. You cannot even tell the difference. Sparkly, they got them from the same manufacturer, most likely, which is a good thing for me because my other manufacturer does not sell them anymore. It feels like they're always taking turns selling different stuff to give everyone a fair chance, I guess. So yeah, these only require 45 seconds before they start smoking. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh no, that is bad quality. It chipped immediately. Look at this stuff. It's super shiny. Maybe because I pressed it a little too long, but we're going to see with the next press. I'm going to go 30 seconds. But that's not a good sign for the very first one to be chipping like that. This one did okay. So that's a good thing. Very beautiful. But let me show you. This one did chip right here on the edge. Right here on this side. But that's okay. They seem to be turning out well. I think that one just got pressed a little too long. These are wood, and wood can catch fire. So when it starts smoking like that, I'm like, let me take it out. All right, rubber as well. Oh my goodness. So these are going to go back on the sheet on this sheet. These are the fronts of the keychains. Very cute. All right. Let me take these off. Mm-mm. Did this just peel? I don't think I like this new manufacturers. Peeling issue. They feel very lightweight, but like when you have a lot of these in your hand, maybe like 30 of them, you can really feel that they are metal for sure compared to other business cards. Wow. These are so beautiful. I love these cards. I think now you can see the silver edges better. They look very pretty. Very shiny. Uh-oh. All right, put this over here. Oh, there's one more. And my finish pile. And then I'm going to go take a break. Let me put, it's 5. Let me see how the other side looks with this design. Whenever I'm cutting stuff in here, it always reminds me of my kindergarten class. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. Here's a trick too. I don't know if you can see this, but if you're having trouble lining up the design, because you see how this square is like really even on there, all you have to do is line it up how you want it. So I want it like this is the top. Slide it down the design and put it down immediately. And that normally gets me like really even results. Because keychains can be a little finicky. And I don't see anybody talking about it on YouTube. I was not prepared. I really was not. I wasted one of my keychains doing that, and one was too many for me. So definitely use that trick. Hopefully these don't chip. Having to go under the heat again. Welcome, Dante. Welcome, Kyla. Cooking with Kyla. Oh. All right. Believe it or not, even though this is like super finicky, for wholesale pricing, business to business, I only charge like $1.50 per keychain, which is really good deal. So yeah, there's a lot of profit to be made for the retailer. All right, let's go down to 35 seconds. See how we do with that. I smell it. Even though this is the auto, I have my hand here just in case I need to press it for a little longer. And I do not. Let me check these just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure 35 seconds did it. So these are not like the other manufacturer. They took a full like 45 seconds. These did not. I'm gonna let that cool off before I put it on top of any of my other blanks and stuff here, because I don't want that to like start the cooking process on these. I have a whole nother table over there, but it's easier when I'm filming to just be in this one space. But I always try to have like workstations for all of my projects. Or else it can get chaotic really fast. All right, these are turning out lovely. Back to billing. I do bill the customers for everything to create the project. So basically, I consider myself their hands. If they were to do this project themselves, they would have to go out and buy every single thing. And then I bill for my time. And so that's how I pay myself. So right now, I charge like 30 an hour, which sounds like a lot, but I pay myself 15, which is a little over minimum wage in Florida. But that extra 15 is for cost of doing business and if I have to hire labor for an extremely large order. So you have to be prepared for the worst case scenario or you're going to eat the costs. And that is not the way to go. And I know a lot of people don't talk about that kind of stuff. That's why I'm being like super transparent because I don't like to gatekeep. This isn't my main job either, but it's difficult when you don't really have a blueprint, and the government doesn't tell you how much you should pay yourself. They just say a reasonable wage and all of this stuff. And then you have to consider business expenses and everything else. So I definitely started out paying myself like a contractor. Um, it's like per project. And then I was not paying myself for all of the behind the scene work. So logistics and stuff like that. If that helps somebody. And I actually got that idea from I was looking up like the structures of major corporations, and I think it was like Microsoft or something like that. They work for free for some years. And I was like, oh, you can work for free. Great, because that's what I need to do. And it went from there. So those, I need to put these somewhere more convenient. There we go. These are 45 seconds. That's the beautiful part about the auto press. I don't have to sit there and poke forever. I have two buttons that I'm using. Number 3, number 4. Number 3, 35 for these. Number 4, 45 for these. So much easier. All right, let's take these bad boys off here. Okay. So I'm not necessarily hating it. It's not as shiny as the last one. Let me give it a little quick shine. But they're beautiful. I like them. They will do. All right. Let me show you the full product before I go offline to take a break. So we have these key rings. They do have some that come with like the hook like this. I don't have the patience to sit there and clamp all of those, so I don't get those. So I get these plastic ones. I literally just wrap them in there, put it in here, and clamp just like that. And it's best to, let me show you on another one. So when you're taking off the plastic, take it off right here, just in case you do scratch it, because this will cover it up. Haven't really scratched any, but it is a possibility. I bought these separate because this design would not look good with a whole bunch of different colorful tassels. So, black tassel keychain. Doing wholesale, I'm not going to sit here and put every single one of these on for the customer because I do charge by the hour. And so they're getting a discount from me, making it super cheap for them. So I'm going to just send them the amount they need and they're going to put them together themselves. Very cute tassel. And this is for a small business. So if you need your car wash, they're really good, actually. I really like them. It's Sony's Auto Spa in Tampa, Florida. So that is it for right now, you guys. I'm gonna go take a break. Then I'm gonna get back to it in just a few. I might go back live when I come back in, but we will see later. How do I go off here? There we go. YouTube, I was not talking to you. I was talking TikTok. Sorry. I will be right back, YouTube.